Yeah, I'm kind of curious to do a little bit of a comparison test between like this Western Outlaw, the Estwing, this Western Outlaw BOWIE from Bud K. 20 bucks, right? An Estwing Machete and an Estwing Camp Axe. I'm probably not going to cut all the way through here, but just to kind of give me an idea. It's about 4 inches wide of solid oak. And let's see if I just set this camera up here real quick and see if we just do some chopping. I'm probably not going to go through the whole thing, just to give me an idea. Like, I got a feeling this puppy, you see, even though it's like 420 stainless steel, it's not like, you know, really good stainless steel. It's a 1/4 inch thick at the tang. It's almost a 1/4 inch thick along the spine as it gets away from the tang. But it's also very wide this way. And I weighed this whole knife. It's 1.8 pounds approximately. I didn't use like I use a digital scale, but it's not like real super accurate. But it's about it's almost 2 pounds. So I guess that puts it around a Gurkha weight. Not as much weight on the end, but it's so thick. So, you know, even though the steel's not really good steel, I think it would still hold up. You know, that's another consideration. Somebody sell for 20 bucks. Well, let's see what it does. Yeah, it should be in frame there pretty well, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, just totally still. Well, it's not too bad of a chopper, actually. We'll see what the Estwing does compared to that. Now, these Estwing products are made in USA. They're carbon steel. Very, you know, basically hardly really use them. Comparison size. The blade on the Estwing is kind of comparable to the Western Outlaw. If you hold them up like this, you get that. You can see the blade on the Outlaw is thicker. I mean, this is carbon steel, though. This crap ain't gonna break, you know that. Yeah. But I don't think this is gonna break just because it's the size. Blade didn't get chipped up or nothing. Just a little dirt. That's all it is. Probably could have been sharper, but this is very hard oak. It's freaking solid stuff, man. So we're gonna give this a shot. I can tell you right now, the Estwing's a little lighter. You got a little more swing on it, but it's a machete, right? Now, we're also going to try the two-handed cap. This is like a one-handed or two-handed camp axe. USA. You know, carbon steel. It's clear-coated. That's why it don't look messed up. All right? So, we shall see. We'll set the camera up here real quick and see how the machete does. Yeah, that'll be in frame. See what happens here. Well, I'll tell you, this Western Outlaw, this one here on the bottom, probably chops a little bit better than the Estwing. So, you know, for 20 bucks, it's freaking cool. Now let's try the old axe out here. Try it down like that. This thing should chop it pretty good, man. Yeah. Well, this axe is working a little faster, but it is working faster, but you know, this thing is easier to handle than an axe. And you know, as far as carrying around and using it as a knife or something, you really can't use, you can use a knife, an axe as a knife, but you can use that more like a knife. To me, that the Western Outlaw Bowie from Bud K, it's not bad. Now, I don't know about getting a Damascus steel one for 70 bucks, because I know it ain't real Damascus. It's not etched, but I think it's some kind of welded together stuff. It might be better, but I don't really know. But even though this is cheap stainless steel, I don't think it's going to fall apart on you, because it's full tang. It's got so much more metal on it, and having a lot more metal, it's not going to cause your blade to bend over as easy, which I don't think this blade's going to bend over easy at all, because it's basically like a mini axe. And I don't think you're going to stress it down much, because it just got too much metal on it. You know, people say, "Whoa, the metal's not as good." You know, well, it's 20 bucks, but there's a lot of metal on this thing, so I don't think it's going to break that easy. Compared to, yeah, you could see that was the, you know, the Timberwolf, well, they call it Timber Rattler. There's got a Timberwolf line too. That's a Bud K thing. I think that's an exclusive to them. I'm not sure. That one, it's called the Western Outlaw, which is probably called something else in other countries, but that's the Western Outlaw Bowie. That's the Estwing Machete. I'd say they're pretty similar, but I think the Western Outlaw is just a hair heavier, probably chops a little bit better, but it doesn't chop as well as this axe. And I was putting two hands with this, because this is one hand or two hands. It's a camp axe. It's the one I got. I got one that's longer than that, but then the one that's longer than that it gets hollow in the handle after a while. This one's all steel, and I don't think that's a problem with it being hollow unless you smack it right there. You know, it's all steel up in the front, but this one's steel all the way through. You can kind of use it one hand or two hand. Now, obviously, I'm not chopping it in the most skilled manner, but yeah, this axe does chop faster than the Western Outlaw. But you know, if you're going through something about, you know, that's like well, if this was like a couple inches, you know, this would knock it out no problem, 2 or 3 inches. And if it wasn't oak, it was birch, there we go, right through it, no problem. This is some pretty solid oak. So I think this bad boy would hold up. So some of their knives, I don't like all the knives on Bud K's site, but some of them are really good. They are worthwhile. And considering, I don't know what these cost, like 40 bucks each or something around there, and this is about 20 bucks, and it ain't gonna rust on you. I'm really kind of liking this damn thing. I'm really kind of liking it. So well worth it. Good damn chopper. And you know, just to see some more. And then, you know what's cool about this too, you can grab it way down here and kind of give it more chopping, you know. This thing is not bad, because you can grab it further down. This one, it doesn't, see, in other words, it kind of swings on a pivot when you got your finger down here. The other thing is, I know you could choke up on this one too. But to tell you the truth, I'm almost kind of liking, you know, except for, well, I know these things, you know, you wouldn't want a baton with that, you know, like smack something on, well, this can saw, but this is for like rope. You're not going to really saw through wood that well with this puppy. Kind of like small stuff though. But this has got so much weight behind it, and you probably saw through pretty good too. And the other thing is, a lot of times when you put an edge on these things with like the pull through sharpeners, they're a little jaggedy, so they kind of cut good like this too, you know. You keep one of those pull through sharpeners on hand with this thing. It's it's a freaking good, it's a good tool, man. Now it's Pakistan and some people knock the crap out of it, but some of them are a value. And this one's very popular on Bud K for a reason. I'm curious about their Damascus steel. I might ask them about it. I might get one later, possibly. But I don't know if that's worth it at, you know, if this is 20 bucks and the Damascus steel one is, which is not real Damascus, of course, it's $70. Is it worth getting, you know, paying 3.5 times more for something? And now, if they made this out of, say, even AUS 6 stainless steel, that would be really cool. And these are like pure brass, you know. I really like this thing even a lot better, but I don't think it's gonna screw up on you because it's just too damn big. It's too damn big. That blade is not gonna, it's got a lot of mass behind it. You know, it starts getting wider quite a bit. It's like it's almost like this, you know, comparing. But I mean, of course, this is carbon steel and it's clear coated. This is definitely not going to screw up very easy. But hey, man, I'm really kind of happy with this thing. Some people call it a useless knife because it's not really like it's kind of I think this takes the Bowie to like the Gurkha range, where it's a big chopper, and it takes it into the range where it's like a machete and an axe. That's why this thing actually is probably pretty freaking useful. So let me just say, to me, it's well worth it.